have you made your preserved lemon relish yet?
No.
No, but you've got the preserved lemons there, yeah?
Yes, yes. Preserve those.
How long has it been in there?
They've been in there about 4 months now.
I think these are so delicious.
You can keep them for ages.
Yeah.
Very common Middle Eastern ingredient.
It is.
And it'll be...
Wonderful flavour.
Oh, they smell really good.
So strong, pungent, very pungent.
And it'll be very interesting to taste it with salmon, because I always associate it with Moroccan cooking and things like that. Wonderful.
And what this is?
This is the filling for the bacon and parsley dumpling.
Do you do a binding with?
No, I'm not binding it at all. I'm just leaving it as it is.
Just leave it as it is.
It's just fried in butter and olive oil.
Why is it a dumpling?
It's a dumpling shape, I suppose. I mean, it's steamed rather than being boiled or poached, but it's going to be
you're going to steam that?
I'm going to steam it.
Right.
I'm going to wrap it in suet crust.
Yes.
That's the reason for cooking it first, so that the filling's already cooked, because it only needs about 40 minutes.
I did smell that from over there. It smells very good.
Gosh, the red kitchen sounds very violent at the moment, doesn't it? I'm glad we're here in blue. It's rather safe. We shall let you get on with it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Follow me.
Good luck.
I think we sort of know what they're up to. Shall we just review the menus? Let's start off with Michael's. He's doing the fillet of sole wrapped in spinach with saffron rice, then going on to breast of Gressingham duck, galette potatoes, sautéed winter vegetables, puree of cream leeks, and he's putting his individual grape tart with almond creme pâtissière and a fresh fruit puree. How do you like that menu?
I quite like it. It all depends on the day. We'll see how it goes, but I think the ingredients, they're quite good.
My little concern about that one is whether or not sole wrapped in spinach with rice is slightly too formidable a first course.
It's like I said, it depends on the day and how much ingredients mixing with it.
Okay.
But we'll see how you do it.
I love the look of his ducks, by the way. Now, Carolyn is doing quail terrine with morello cherries and Madeira, followed by pot roasted venison and fig wine with parmesan puffed potatoes, green beans, spicy red cabbage and apple, dark chocolate amaretti, ice cream with white chocolate mousse. That menu appeals to me very much because I love a lot of the flavors that she's using. How does that menu hit you?
It sounds very good. There's only one thing that I am a little bit surprised is the terrine, because normally a cold terrine should be rested, but we'll see how it goes.
And finally, Andrew is doing salmon and dill popiat with that preserved lemon relish, followed by bacon and parsley dumpling on a hard apple, walnut and fennel salad with a tarragon-scented tomato sauce. His pudding is chocolate and orange square with a dark chocolate coating and a piquant orange sauce.
Well, the only things that really intrigues me is the salmon popiat with this preserved lemon relish.
What about the idea of a stuffed dumpling as the main course? What do you think of that?
Well, why not? It's a very healthy dish. It's very Swedish.
Is there a menu at the moment that appeals to you particularly, or do you want to wait and see?
Yellow Kitchen appeals me most, but we'll see.
Now, Carolyn is using morello cherries to flavor her terrine, and we've chosen liqueurs made from cherries as the subject for this week's competition. To enter, all you have to do is call this number and tell me which of the following liqueurs is not made from cherries. Is it A, Kirsch, B, Cointreau, or C, Maraschino? I'll repeat the question for you when you call. The number to dial is 0891 447711. The caller with the first correct answer, pulled out of our gigantic chef's toque, will win a fabulous evening for two at an establishment run by one of our guest judges. Now, don't worry about not being able to get through. There are 2,000 lines and they'll be open to midnight on Wednesday, so do give us a call and good luck. Now, for those of you who entered last week, you will want to know that pecorino is a cheese made from ewe's milk and it comes from Italy. Michael, you know this thing that looks sort of like an Uzi submachine gun?
Yes.
Or like something you use for bathroom tiles. What is it?
It is actually a sausage stuffer. And I found it useful for getting stuffing under a duck skin or whatever.
And you obviously like your kitchen gadgets, because I noticed you brought this great cleaver with you. That's actually really a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this what was going on when I heard all this violence coming from your kitchen? Were you battering something with this?
I was carving up the duck.
Well, it sounded very exciting.
See, you've got some preserved figs in there. And fresh thyme as well.
Yep, this is grown in my garden actually. I've got a little bit of a herb garden, so...
You still have some left from last year?
Yes, the
Really?
frost hasn't taken
Really?
them, and sage, so I'm doing quite well, but...
Mine hasn't done so well, but... and what's cooking in that one here?
These are the potatoes for the Parmesan potato puff, which I'm going to do next.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
This is your salmon and dill purpiette.
Yes.
So that's fresh salmon that you've used for the stuffing, yeah?
Fresh salmon fillet, egg white,
And
cream, seasoning,
And
dill.
this is smoked salmon.
Yes, smoked salmon too. There.
And you're going to wrap it up rather neatly.
Am I?
Gonna be like a Swiss roll, yeah?
Yeah.
The only thing is with the smoked salmon, it lost colors when you cook it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing.
Do they eat Swiss rolls in Switzerland?
Yes, they do, yes.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Helping to decide which of our three cooks will get that one step nearer to becoming MasterChef 1996 is someone who was our guest on the first ever Junior MasterChef program all those years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. She's now the reigning queen of the gladiators, Ulrika Johnson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, how has the gladiatorial life changed your diet?
In fact, I lose weight every time I go and do gladiators because I end up sort of eating skinless chicken and, you know, sort of just vegetables, and certainly miss a meal every day because of we do 2 shows a day, so you always miss a meal one way or another. So it's very good for my figure.
Oh, I see. But what about for your taste buds?
Well, not great, but I mean, I've had a baby since I saw you last, and that's really changed my whole thing. And now I don't have as much time to cook and whatever else. But it was interesting starting to cook for a whole new little body, a whole new little person who had had nothing else, nothing at all in him before I introduced all these things, and he's onto some very healthy food. So.
But has that also let you indulge your sneaking cravings for nursery food? You know the way all mothers suddenly start eating Marmite and cucumber sandwiches?
I have about, yeah, you have about 6 meals a day because you nibble at their food and, oh, you don't want any more? Fine, okay.
Now, it's very rare to be sat with representatives of the 2 most eminent neutral countries in Europe. So I've got Sweden and Switzerland. We were talking about Swiss food before. What's your favourite bit of Swedish cooking?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think salmon always stays with me wherever I go, any kind of salmon. And really just all the pickled herrings and all that sort of stuff, which doesn't sound appealing, I'm sure, to the great British nation, but all those things. The Christmas fair that we have is excellent and can't be beaten.
Is that when you wear candles in your hair?
Yes, that's the 13th of December, yeah. But only for the ladies, I would like to say.
Oh, good. I was very worried about that, actually. Why is it that neither Swiss food nor Swedish food has ever captured the world's imagination?
Because nobody thinks of travelling north on holiday. Nobody thinks of going to Sweden on their holidays. You know, Sweden has this image of sort of snow and possibly saunas and, you know, I mean, it's really not got much else to sort of persuade people to go over there.
ABBA.
And it's also quite expensive. ABBA,
They're
au pairs.
Yeah.
But the seafood and everything is great up in Sweden. We've got some wonderful fish restaurants.
And do you think that if Switzerland had a sunnier climate, that would also help to spread the word about Swiss cooking?
I'm sure it would, yes. But I think people go in Switzerland is for skiing, it's not for eating.
Yeah.
But you need all that wonderful raclette and whatnot.
Oh yes,
to give
but that's
yourself
after the
energy.
ski. You need something to fill your stomach.
If you were going back from England to Switzerland to set up an English restaurant, what would you put on the menu?
Well, I think I would go very traditional again, and
We'll never know. Because the gigantic spinach-coloured 10 has appeared on the video wall, and that means there's just 10 minutes of cooking time left.
Folks, the flashing lights tell us that the time is up, so dish up that dumpling, the cooking time is over.
In the red kitchen, Michael Boning started with fillet of sole wrapped in spinach with saffron rice. His main course was a breast of Gressingham duck, galette potatoes, sautéed winter vegetables, and creamed leeks. For pudding, he gave us an individual grape tart with almond creme pâtissière and a fresh fruit coulis. Carolyn Dyer in the yellow kitchen cooked a quail terrine with morello cherries and Madeira on a bed of salad leaves. She followed this with a pot-roasted venison and fig wine with parmesan puffed potatoes, green beans, and spicy red cabbage and apple. A dark chocolate amaretto ice cream with white chocolate mousse completed the meal. In the blue kitchen, Andrew Whiteley kicked off with salmon and dill paupiette with a preserved lemon relish. His main course was bacon and parsley dumpling on a hot apple, walnut, and fennel salad with a tarragon-scented tomato sauce. He rounded things off with a chocolate and orange square with a dark chocolate coating and piquant orange sauce.